Well, if you can see over here, this is a painting. This is what I initially started with, and then as I was working, I've always loved incorporating, installation in my work if I have the capabilities of doing so. And so I manipulated it to where the living room was kind of coming out, and wanted to have it to where you were kind of part of the piece by sitting in it. And I love interaction, the idea of interaction, so I had like the phone, which I rewired so that music plays through it. I've got my TV over here, Jesus TV, it's an evangelist, selling you whatever he's trying to sell you. And the lamp and everything. I wanted it to be just kind of like an average setup living room. Of course, I thought of color composition and stuff as best I could. Thrift storing it, it's a little hard to do, but that's where I went at with that. And then each individual piece just had different meanings, but they all kind of flowed together. Like I was telling someone earlier, when I was making this lamp, it probably doesn't show up that well right there. There's actually a bulb in there that flickers, so in the dark it actually looks kind of like fire and shows through the flames. And then the bottom is, like childhood, kids running around and playing outside. At the time that I was making this piece is when my great-grandmother was, she was 100 when she passed away, which was just recently. And it was so strange because she had no memory of, like the middle of her life to the later years. All she could do was, even hallucinate things from her childhood, and would talk about her childhood constantly. So it was like, that was your childhood, this was all the in-between, and then this was the end up here. So I went with that. And then the phone, I just like messing, I like tinkering. And then I wanted to make it to where you could hear something but not necessarily talk back. So you're kind of forced to listen, because that's how, like a lot of religions are set up to where you can talk back, but you don't know if you're actually heard or not. And but you still can hear the word or whatever, by reading or by having someone read it to you, stuff like that. And same with the television, the Jesus television. There's several different ways you can take on that. It's pretty funny because some people get offended by it, some people think it's great for different reasons and stuff. I just thought it was, some of the evangelists and stuff on TV are so ridiculous now, and that was kind of my little jab at them. And also how television's, I'm not completely anti-technology, of course I use it, but the way that television's used to manipulate, just like any newspaper or anything else, is opinion, public opinion, and using it to manipulate opinion with religion, I think is just, in my personal opinion, it's really wrong, but it happens on a day-to-day basis, and it's a growing, it's a booming business, so that's where that came from. The painting actually started off, dealing with some personal issues of growing up and, my family life and stuff like that, but then the more as it started going, it took on this, like, kind of anti-war type thing, which I got into, which, everybody's kind of jumped on the bandwagon now, even though 6 years ago when everybody was complaining, they weren't completely on there, but, you got to wait for your team to win before you can get on there. So that was kind of my little shiv there. And it's where I'm at. Actually, I've got a few different ones. I've actually, because of this little room, I'm really interested in, I'd like to set up like a house, I have a kitchen and different rooms and stuff all correlating with different themes, but they'd all be rooms. It's been tinkering around. This has really pushed me strongly to where I've started sketching ideas and making out plans. So we'll see where it goes to. The space is the thing to find.
Look forward to that.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.